I thought I would pop on today and film a little what I eat in a day. I know it's been a while, haven't done it in ages, but I have got some very tasty food. Very tasty food. If you love food and you want to start your day with chocolate and you want to know how to lose weight in the process whilst you're doing that, I think you should stick around because I think you're going to absolutely love what I'm eating today. Also, I've got the sexiest lunch planned. Oh, I'm so excited about it. So anyway, I had some exciting food. I wanted to share it with you, and so we're going to do that. Starting with a little biscuit tea because it's the only way to start the day, if I'm honest. And I've been being a bit cheeky. So I've been in America recently, and over there, I've been having soy milk with a little splash of like non-dairy creamer. And honestly, it is a game changer. And so now that I'm back in the UK for a little bit, I really miss it. And so I've been adding like a little bit of brown sugar in with my tea, and oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, so a little bit of soy milk, and like I said, just a little bit of brown sugar, and it tastes so good. I've already had 2 of these today. This hits the spot. It's freezing outside. It's a real shock to the system, having come back from America where it's nice and warm. So with that in mind, we are going to be making the most delicious breakfast. We're going to be making chocolate lava cake. I think I've made it on here before, but honestly, I've been so obsessed. I'm making it a bit of a different way, which is very exciting. And it tastes better than normal. It's like my favorite recipe ever. So okay, picture this, huge volumes, so much, like overflowing chocolate lava cake, and you get to have it for breakfast. I've been eating it every single day on repeat, so let's do it. A few little baby updates. I got a new tattoo, some little figgies, which is healing nicely. Quite excited about that. And what else is there? Oh yes, I'm off to India in like a week's time for my brother's wife's sister's wedding, which will be really, really fun. So I'm hoping to vlog a little bit of it because I think it's just gonna be so good. Like, Indian weddings are very special if you haven't done one before. Anyway, I'm gonna stop chatting. I'm gonna start eating because it's 11 o'clock and I'm hungry. So, as you can see, I have a head of cauliflower. We are going to be turning a head of cauliflower into a chocolate lava cake. I know it sounds crazy. I don't usually cook up a head of cauliflower like this. I will usually use frozen cauliflower, but I've ran out because I've been going through it like a crazy person. And so this is the only cauliflower I have left in the house. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook up the whole thing so that I can have some today and some for tomorrow. Probably will use half a head of cauliflower in this chocolate lava cake. Like, that's a lot of vegetable, guys, in a cake. So I'm just gonna boil this really quickly whilst we get on with the rest of our stuff. Today's actually genuinely going to be a mad day of eating. I had this thought for dinner. I've been craving something like so specific, like just mental. It doesn't make any sense at all. But what I'm going to have for dinner is like, it's going to satisfy all my little cravings. A little boiling water. And I'm just going to stick this on until it's like nice and soft. Completely obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters playlist at the moment. The kids have got me hooked. I thought we would use this opportunity to actually get some lunch prep done because lunch is something I'm very excited about, but it needs to go into the oven for a little bit and I want to make it now while I'm in the kitchen. So we're going to get into this. This is a recipe by Chelsea May Cullen. I'm sure you guys all know her. She is a wizard in the kitchen. Absolute genius. Every time she makes something, I cannot believe how good it is. So you're going to want to try this recipe. She was telling me about it this morning and I basically just had to make it. So we're gonna get into that now. If you're not following her, which I'm sure you are, then you need to go and do that right now. Instagram, YouTube, all over the places. I wish I had white sweet potatoes, but I don't. So I think this is gonna work fine. We've got some orange ones. Now, we're going to be Hasselbacking these babies and then covering them in the most delicious marinade that I could possibly imagine. First, I'm just gonna take off the edges. One of the things I always like to think is if I'm in the kitchen anyway, waiting for something, I may as well do a little prep. Doesn't take very long to like put some potatoes on, put some rice on, just like do a little bit of something, chop some broccoli. If you're in the kitchen anyway, you may as well do those things. So with this, actually I'm gonna keep the skin on because this skin doesn't look too dodgy. Right, I feel like it's gonna be a pickle, but we've got chopsticks, We're gonna lay them on either side of our potato. I'm gonna bring you close, come here. Let's do this together. And then what we're gonna do is gonna grab a little knife and then we're just gonna go down to the chopstick area so that the potato stays intact, but you create these lovely little, almost like little chippies where the flavour can just kind of be like pushed and seep into the middle. So this is going to create a lot of great surface area for soaking up flavour. Right, I'm just going to keep going. Might take me 5 years. I'll be back. I've got all of my little Hasselback potatoes. One of them did slightly fall apart, but it's all right. It'll taste the same. We're just going to pop these in a little baking dish. Get in there, little rascal. Maybe it's a good thing these ones fell apart. Squeeze it in. Oh gosh, where are you going to go? Okay, we're just going to leave this one out. We're going to make our marinade. To a little bowl, we're going to be adding soy sauce. We want to do a lot of marinade. Nooch. A little splash of maple syrup. If you want it a little bit spicy, we're going to go in with a little squeeze of sriracha. I'm not 100% sure how to say it. We're also going to be adding loads and loads of dried dill. This is essential and I thought I'd lost it, but then, aha, here it is. Right, loads and loads and loads of dill. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good. If you haven't tried this kind of marinade before, so I've also copied one of Chelsea's recipes before where she put this on like a kabocha or a kabocha kind of squash, and it was to die for. So I highly recommend you give this one a try. I know it looks like a bit mental, but it's so yum. Oh, hold on, we need garlic powder. Little garlic powder. So now we've got our marinade. I'm going to attempt to squidge it down into all of the crevices of the sweet potato. Just kind of like really get in there with your hands. Like obviously you're gonna have to get a bit messy. Just try and like squeeze in, because that's what's gonna infuse all the flavor. Okay, have a look at that. Wow, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so flavorful. We want it to be nice and like almost like steamy. So we're gonna grab some foil. So we're gonna cover it in foil and stick it in the oven until it's cooked. No idea how long that's gonna take, but I'll let you know. I'm gonna assume we're gonna be in there for the best part of like 40 minutes or something. And now our cauliflower is done, so we can get on with breakfast. To a blender, we are going to add half of that head of cauliflower. There we go. Actually, I think I usually add more cauliflower, if I'm honest. We're gonna add an extra bit. 2/3 of the cauliflower, and I've got a little bit left over for later. For sweetness, a couple of nice ripe bananas. I was using dates for sweetness before, but actually I think the banana just has such a better flavor and just more sweetness than the dates, so I've switched to banana. We're obviously going to need some oats, and I'm going to go in with a cup, no, not a cup, half a cup, 3/4 of a cup is actually what I mean to say, 3/4 of a cup of oats, which is like the perfect amount for me to feel full and satisfied, but if you need more, add a cup, that's perfect. If you don't need quite as much, go for half a cup, totally up to you. I would say 3/4 is a really good place to start though. Cocoa powder. I'm going to do a couple of tablespoons, a nice teaspoon of baking powder. If you want it like a little bit sweeter, I've been adding in some of these sweet drops and it's really, really good. I'm towards the end of my bottle though. There we go. That'll do the trick. And it's so yum. Tastes like it's salted caramel flavour is the one I've got, and it's really, really yummy. Little pinch of salt. And then probably like half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of soy milk. And that is it. If you've got frozen cauliflower, obviously it takes no time and you can just stick it in the microwave, defrost it, and then bung it all in the blender, and it's like 2-minute job. I've been making this as a super speedy breakfast. Okay, let's blend it up. Okay, this is our chocolatey mix, and this in and of itself is incredible. That is so delicious. So this is like blended oats in and of itself, and I don't know if you can see how gigantic the portion is. If you want to lose weight, the key is really to eat low calorie density food, i.e. so many veggies, so that you get to eat a lot of food so that you stay full and satisfied. So as you can see, this is a ton of food. Like this bowl is gigantic. As you can see, this bowl is basically as big as my head. And that's how I've been able to eat so much food and lose 60 pounds and maintain it for 5 years, is just like making sure you get low calorie density stuff in. Like this is nearly a full head of cauliflower, guys. So anyway, I'm gonna stick this in the microwave now. You could put it in the oven. For the microwave, I'm gonna do between 6 and 8 minutes. I want this like cakey on the outside, but like still super soft and squidgy on the inside. So it's kind of like a chocolate lava cake. So I'll let you know when it's done. Okay, chocolate lava cake is done. As you can see, it's like super squidgy in the middle and then like cakey on the outside. Right, let's get into this. It did explode in the microwave, which can happen, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm very excited about this breakfast. I've literally been eating this breakfast for the last 4 or 5 days on repeat, and I wake up craving it every single morning. I love chocolatey things. If you want chocolatey stuff and you want to get in a ton of veggies at the start of your day and feel full and satisfied, I recommend you give this a try. Let me show you the middle. Look at that squidginess on the inside. Amazing. Right, I'm gonna go and eat this, finish my tea, do some work, and I will be back for lunchtime. Just got off a meeting, and these sweet potatoes, oh my gosh, look at those. They are so ready to go, and oh my gosh, I just spilled that everywhere. I am very hungry. It's nearly 2 o'clock. I'm about to go into another meeting, but look at, oh my gosh, it's kind of caramelized at the bottom. Look at that. Well, I'll tell you what else would be really good in here, like a little bit of miso. Look at that. I'm just going to like take off some of the little pieces. Oh, that is so tasty. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Right, I'm gonna put this together really quickly, and then we're gonna jump into the meeting. When I don't have a lot of time, I'm just gonna throw together some little snacky bits. Okay, so we've got our sweet potato. I think I'm gonna have 2 little baby sweet potatoes. Oh, yes, look at that. Wow. Drizzle some of this extra sauce on the top as well. And I'm gonna go in with some sugar snap peas, cherry tomatoes, my absolute favorites, and some carrot sticks. Okay, very simple lunch is served. You could do like a big batch of this in advance for the beginning of the week and then just serve it up like this really quickly. And then you have yourself like a 3-minute lunch. So I'm gonna go and eat this, do my meeting, and I'm so excited to show you dinner. It's crazy. It's gonna be so good. Tonight for dinner, I have been craving something very specific. So I was in Austin and we went to this vegan sushi place and they had the best Brussels sprouts I've ever had in my life. Asian style, kind of spicy, kind of sweet Brussels sprouts. And so I have to recreate it. So I bought some Brussels sprouts. We're gonna see if we can do it. So I've got my Brussels sprouts cut in half, and on a baking tray, I'm just gonna sprinkle them with some salt. And I'm going to stick them in the oven until they're nice and crispy, and then we're going to be making the best sauce ever. I hope. Cheeky. Hi! So to make our Asian style sauce, Abe, what are we putting in?
Soy sauce.
Okay. I'm going to do a really good amount of soy sauce. We want this to be like rice vinegar.
Rice vinegar.
And, Robbie?
MF maple syrup.
Thank you, babe.
Maple syrup.
Sriracha. Go in with some garlic powder. And I've also got some frozen ginger as well. 1 little cube. I'm going to heat this up. So I decided to cook up a little bit of asparagus that I found in the fridge. And this is what my sauce looks like right now. And I've got like a little cornstarch slurry. I'm going to stick this in and just thicken it up. And I think my Brussels sprouts are ready. Oh yes, I don't want them too soft. That looks perfect. Woo! Little cornstarch slurry. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to thicken up here really nicely. I did also add a tablespoon of miso in here. Look at that, it's super thick and sticky. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that off. And I'm just going to stick the Brussels sprouts right in here. And I'm just going to mix it all together. Oh wow. If you don't think you like vegetables, it's probably just because you're not giving it like enough flavour. This looks so epic. So I've got my asparagus and I'm going to load on my Brussels sprouts. Honestly, I'm so excited to eat this. Oh, look, gorgeous that is. Now, the reason why I'm just eating a ton of vegetables, I'll tell you, is because I actually have my heart set on something very specific and very strange this evening. As you guys know, I like to eat kind of 50-50 plate style, half plate veggies, half plate starches. I have been craving, dying for popcorn recently. I've just been eating so much popcorn, and the way that I do that, I don't really like to have it like as well as all my 3 meals. I like to incorporate it into my meals. So this is going to be dinner part 1, which is a ton of veggies made super delicious and super gorgeous. And then the second part of my dinner is going to be a massive bowl of popcorn. So if you're craving something that you really want, you can have it. It's so easy to make things oil-free, whole food, plant-based. I'm going to be doing a really nice sweet and salty popcorn. And then just have it like as part of your meal, and just make sure you include like a ton of veggies. Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. I highly recommend you try out these little Brussels sprouts. That is so good. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna eat this and then I'll show you when I make some popcorn. So I just realised that we can jazz this up even more. So we're gonna add a couple of things. Robbie, what are we gonna add?
Moolie!
So we're going to add some pickled radish. I wanted some freshness. Pickled radish and cucumber. I'm just going to add it right into the Brussels sprouts. And some sesame seeds. Just going to mix this in. Add a little freshness. Yeah. Cheers. Oh wow. Show them what you've been doing recently when you think something's yummy. Yummy, yummy. Okay, it's popcorn time. I'm going to start by heating this baby up. We're obviously going to be doing oil-free popcorn and loads of it. What we're going to do is, whilst we're heating this up, we're just going to add a few little baby kernels, like 5 or 6, into here. I'm going to stick the lid on, and when those pop, then we know we're ready to put in the rest of our popcorn. Okay, I heard some popping. We are all packed in here. I'm going to have these as a little snack. Then I'm actually going to cook up about a cup of popcorn kernels, which I think is about 400 to 500 calories or something like that. Oh my gosh, that's actually going to be so much popcorn. Oh my gosh, wow. That's quite something. Like, you can really eat a lot of popcorn. Okay, let's stick the lid on. And now what my strategy is, every kind of minute or so, I don't want the ones at the bottom to get burnt. So every minute or so, I'm just going to give it like a little shaky. And then I'll wait for them all to pop. Then when they finish popping, they'll be done. And I'll show you the extra toppings. Okay, now we're popping. Oh my gosh. Wild over here. Do you want to see how much popcorn we just made? That is a lot of popcorn. Oh my gosh. Let's have a look. There's something about popcorn which is just so good. Wow. Okay. What I like to do is drizzle a little maple syrup. And then, now that that's nice and sticky, I'm going to add a nice little sprinkle of salt on the top. Then just mix it in until it's like all perfectly incorporated. Wow, that is a lot of popcorn. Ooh, I don't know what I was expecting, but that is much more than I was expecting. Oil-free popcorn is actually an amazing little snack. Wow, that is so good. It's so easy. A little bit more salt. Okay. There we go. Well, I'm going to go and have this for dinner part 2. And that is how we do a massive bucket of popcorn for dinner with a ton of veggies. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you try anything out, and I'll see you next time. Let me know if you want some India vlogs, because I think that'll be